Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full throat. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Seminoles will put total leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Handoff from the gun. Got room at the 35. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I think this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
After that last completion, it's second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense is going draw. The back tries to bounce it to the outside. But look at all the defenders on that play, how they were able to shed their blocks and run. They were able to get hats to the football and force a tackle for loss.
A third and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Glenn. They're trying to get to it. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Give to the running back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. The snap sets up the throw. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Dogs!
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it behind the line. It's Lucas. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
Man, and what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing one interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Well, the upside is you could get a 1st down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Got a man. It's Sheffield. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looks as if he's going to run it. The Dogs get enough to move the chains. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Using his feet. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play.
Bulldogs made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Ready to fire from the pistol. To the air, it's Glenn. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his man, and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying the left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands. And it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Seminoles want to move quickly. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Florida State.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Keeps the legs moving.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Let's go! Quick handoff. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown Seminoles! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Georgia Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.